Hi, I'm Ryan and welcome to my Schizophrenia channel. Today I want to talk about 3 not so wonderful moments that I'll probably remember forever. The first moment happened on YouTube way back in 2011. I was watching this Ivy League video of a Stanford University professor instructing his class about genetics and schizophrenia. It was a long video, it was about an hour and a half, and toward the end he told a story about a student with schizophrenia who was a med student who decided he needed to operate on himself, had a complication, and then walked into the hospital very casually and asked for help with his surgery. The professor then went on to say that people with schizophrenia have no place in going to med school or any kind of graduate school or anything like that. I was shocked. I immediately went down to the comments to see if anybody saw what I just saw, and there were some interesting discussions going on about genetics, but nothing about what he said about schizophrenia. At the time I was considering going to grad school, and so I wrote in the comments, I have schizophrenia, should I not go to grad school? At this point I had only been diagnosed with schizophrenia for about 3 years and I was still getting used to it. When I matured a little bit more, I said to myself, you know what, I realized this Stanford University professor is a bigot. What he said doesn't apply to all people with schizophrenia, it's just a stigmatizing statement. The next moment that scarred me for life happened when I was shooting pool with friends. There was this Elvis themed bar / pool hall that brought people in by offering free pool on Tuesday nights. And I usually go with my friend, a long-term friend of mine, and some of his friends and some of the friends of the others. One of these friends was a girl named Tabitha. Tabitha was a supervisor of case managers. Now this was in 2012 and I was still going to school, but I wanted to talk to her because I was getting into a similar line of work. She didn't smoke and I didn't smoke, so when everybody went outside to have a cigarette, we got to talking. I told her I had schizophrenia and she said, I thought something was wrong with you. And I was dumbfounded. I didn't know what to say. And as a direct result of that particular conversation, I'm much less open about having schizophrenia than I used to be. The last moment that scarred me for life happened more recently. After school, after I got my current job, I would go back to school every so often to talk to a couple of my professors because I was considering going to grad school and I needed a couple of references. Every psychology professor I had when I returned to school, I told them that I had schizophrenia. And when you're that open with people, you tend to get a lot of honest feedback. One day I was standing outside my professor's office waiting for him to get back. I saw him making his way down the hall and I leaned in and read a comic strip on another professor's door, and I kind of oddly, awkwardly smiled to myself. So my professor gets back, we go in his office, and he asks me if I've decided if I'm going to disclose my schizophrenia on my graduate school application or not. He thought I should because he said there's something off about you. And I said, yeah, I know, I'm weird. He goes, no, I'm weird, you're different. And it was, honestly, it was good feedback. Even though it has stuck with me today. I recently told my supervisor this story and I said, yeah, I was a lot less talkative back then, so I might have had like a flat affect. And my supervisor goes, yeah, I could see what he was saying. So I guess the lesson is, if you're going to be open with people, you got to accept some feedback. And you know, it's honestly good feedback. I like to know how what other people are thinking when I'm talking to them. So that's the end of today's video. Of all 3 of these moments, the one with my professor and my supervisor wasn't so bad. Honest feedback can be very helpful, but if you make stigmatizing statements about people with mental illness, you're not helping anyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.